Hi everyone, this is John McLeod from the Ford Lincoln Consumer Experience Movement. I hope everything's going well over there at George Wall Ford Lincoln. I wanted to share some observations and thoughts with you prior to my next visit relating to 2016, the opportunity that we have, and then how we should be rethinking the future of automotive retail and our position within it. Thank you so much for your time and attention. This won't take long, and I hope to continue our discussion the next time I visit the store. I want to begin by sharing my observation of just how much stores are improving out there every day. That's been true for the last couple of years, and we're no exception. We've done great work. We need to keep doing great work, but each of us individually has to look at our opportunity and recognize that the things that got us here are not necessarily going to take us to the next level. I call that having a growth mindset, or moving from a fixed mindset to a growth mindset. And there's some considerations within that. First off, we have to accept that there are new rules of engagement, and they're being brought to us by the customer base. Not anything that we've come up with on our own. It's something that customers are asking for and demanding. We need process implementation improvements. We all have processes, but we tend to skip things and cut corners, and that's not going to serve us well. We need a more relational approach to the way we interact with customers in the marketplace, not just from the time they buy, but from the time they buy again. And we need to understand high return selling activities and understand specifically when we're in them and when we're not, and recognize the need to do everything with purpose, passion, and great pride. There are 6 things that are going to drive your sales and everybody's sales in 2016. We begin with an estimate of 17.5 million unit sales. Compare that to 2008 at 7.5 million, and that's a significant opportunity. We need to be getting our share of that this year. Also, employment. Unemployment has never been lower. People that you talk to in the community or in the showroom are going to be working, and they're going to be making more money. There's growth in personal income, a lot of competition for the best talent. Employers tend to pay a little bit more. Plus, they have more money in their pocket because of lower gas prices. There's continued pent-up demand. I think it's 7.5 years still as an in-service number, so people need to buy cars and trucks. And then ultimately, to a great extent, it's going to come down to your focus and your activity. The most successful people I've encountered in the retail automobile business understand 3 retail sales accelerators, and they're quite simple to understand. A little more difficult to execute on, perhaps, but quite easy to understand. The first, focus. Bring a laser-like focus to what it is that you want to accomplish, and then bring intensity to organizing around those objectives every day. And then, of course, never being satisfied. What that means is the things that got me here aren't necessarily going to bring me to the next level. So I have to make adjustments. What got me here isn't going to take me to where I want to go. How am I going to change? What am I going to bring a new focus to and a new intensity to? And then I have to do that every minute, every hour, every day, every contact, everybody, every time. Success in retail automotive has to do with focus, intensity, and adapting to market conditions. So what should we focus on? Well, we can begin by building more connections, finding more prospects, and building more trusted relationships. Pushing out "I'm too busy," "I'm just too busy" as a reason to not try new things. And then pushing out entitlement and self-satisfaction as barriers to growth. I've made my month, I've been here, I get what I get, I do what I do, and that's enough for me. So the retail professional who takes full advantage of the marketplace this year and beyond is going to understand the need to focus on their own development and their own growth in 3 ways. Number 1, professional development, product knowledge, industry knowledge, dealership knowledge, professional correspondence and communications to be a contemporary professional for today's marketplace and beyond. Process effectiveness. Do a proper welcoming, meet and greet, a proper pick so we don't give numbers on the wrong vehicle. Numbers on the wrong vehicle, the customer allows us to do that, gets up and goes somewhere else and buys the right vehicle. A proper presentation, a proper demo drive, and a proper delivery. Reinventing follow-up. Not follow-up, as we say, from the time we meet them until the time they buy, but from the time we meet them until the time they buy again. What will those ownership cycle touch points be? What will they look like? What will we say? How will we push them out? Email, phone call? What's our CRM strategy? What's our social networking strategy? And how are we going to build a community of customers? It's simple, really. We just have to make a quick adjustment and focus. And learn to focus not just on transactions, which we do very well, but focus on transactions and interactions. Interactions with customers and prospects, not only from the time we meet them until the time they buy, but from the time we meet them until the time they buy again. We all have three kinds of customers. Number one is the apostle, the evangelist. They love us. They've done business with us before. They're loyal to us. They're going to buy from us again. Number two is the captive. They bought from us because we had the car, the color, or gave them the right price. They're not particularly loyal. They're free agent. A better deal, they're gone. And number three is the distressed customer. They speak for themselves. Our job is to move our captives to apostles. And these numbers generally average around 60% of our customers are captives, 20% are apostles. So what we want to do is we want to make more of those captives apostles. What we know is that apostles say that the reason they become apostles is because of the way that dealership or the person in the dealership made them feel. Specifically, how well they felt heard and understood. So we need to organize around making sure that our customers feel heard and understood and appreciated by us, and that'll move them from captive to apostles, a growth strategy. In doing this, there's some basic tenets that we all tend to forget that we have to keep in mind. First, really accept that people buy emotionally. Then they validate their decision logically. Recognize you've got so much more to sell in that vehicle and tell that story over and over again. Know your business. All of it, not just the vehicles and the numbers, all of it. Practice your skills so you never feel a temptation to cut a corner. Cutting a corner, taking a shortcut, might not feel like it's costing you money in the moment, but I guarantee you that it is. Buyers love stories. Create your own story. Tell it, and then tell it again. And then the showroom, recognize that the showroom is a limited opportunity environment, and if you're going to grow your business, you have to have a strategy for connecting with people, prospects, asking for referrals outside of the showroom. Earlier on, we said that doing the things that got us here is not necessarily going to take us where we need to be. The answer, though, lies in organizing around high-return selling activities. Doing something different is organizing around 4 high-return selling activities, and here they are: planning and personal goal setting, prospecting and referral harvesting, networking and target marketing, and value-added customer service. The sales consultant of the future will organize around these 4 high-return selling activities. We will spend more time talking about them the next time I'm in the store. I look forward to seeing you all. Thanks for listening, and happy selling.